Good morning, everybody. Today is Saturday and we're having our family breakfast. So this is a sandwich my husband makes every time we have breakfast. He does the waffle, sausage, and bacon sandwich. Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. It is so super late. Well, not so super late, but it's just been a day. It has been a crazy day. The kids had soccer this morning. Lauren fell at soccer. She was feeling fine. And then Sawyer had a soccer game right after that. And about halfway through his game, she was complaining that she had a headache and she just had a headache. I thought she was just whining. I feel bad, but I thought she was just whining because it was raining and she just wanted to go back to the car and stuff. So, but then when we got back to the car, she immediately was super tired. So that was that was pretty worrisome. I know with concussions and stuff, the myth is you don't want them to sleep, you don't want them, whatever. So when we got home, we kind of got her out of the car and got her into the house, and she immediately had to get sick. So that was another big red flag. So we ended up taking her to urgent care, and I stayed home from work. I was supposed to work today. Took her to urgent care, and then they recommended and her pediatrician that we got a hold of actually recommended that she go to the ER because of the symptoms and everything. So, because she hasn't been sick, and so for her to, have to get sick and not have any other symptoms other than a headache and then the fall and stuff, which she didn't even collide with anybody. It was not really. They got tangled up in feet, just her and another girl on the team during practice, and then Lauren kind of fell forward. They didn't ever hit heads or anything. She just fell forward and bumped her face, bumped her nose on the ground. So we didn't think anything of it. She was just complaining that, her knee hurt because she fell on her knees first. So we ended up going to the ER, and they deemed that it's probably a concussion. They didn't want to go through, the CT scan or anything like that, but they observed her. I'm sorry, guys. I am just a mess today. They observed her for a couple hours and gave her some anti-nausea because she did throw up again a couple more times on the way and there. So, so it was a bummer. We've never had that happen before. We've had a broken collarbone for soccer. That was my son earlier this year. And then this. So we've never had to deal with a head injury. So of something like this. So, like I said, they didn't want to do the test just because if they didn't have to, they didn't want to. So they just said observe her, and she's got to stay home for a couple days for school. And then we'll meet with her pediatrician, and then they'll give the okay for her to go back to school and resume, normal activities after probably about a week. But in the next couple days, probably Wednesday or Thursday, she'll go see the pediatrician. So that was a crazy day. That was nuts. Like I said, we've never had any type of concussion or anything like that, and it's not something you can see. So we're looking at her, making sure, all her facial stuff is good, her eyes are good, her smile is good, her speech is good, and it was scary. We've never had that before. And she's usually a super energetic kid. So for her to be so tired and sorry, this is bouncing all around. For her to be super tired and not have as much energy as she normally does, it was kind of scary. So glad we took her in. And all that fun stuff. On a lighter note, I'm going to go ahead and try another Bang drink, which is the purple guava pear. I've never tried this. My husband's tried a couple different brands. He does the cotton candy and the Froze Rose. Those are the two favorite ones. He didn't care for the birthday cake one. He said it had a kind of a weird aftertaste. So I will go ahead and try that and let you guys know what I think. I've tried a couple other ones, and for the most part, they're pretty good. I do like them. And right now we need a lot of energy because after having such a worrisome day and just being, that that feeling in the pit of your stomach, like my kid, I don't know what would happen if anything happened to her. I mean, you fear the worst, but you hope for the best. And it definitely was kind of crazy today. Not gonna lie, I almost cried like 50 million times just thinking about it. So I'm glad the outcome was the way it is and it wasn't even any worse. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this and we will see how it goes. So if anybody's tried any of these, I don't know. Some people are a little iffy on it on keto. I'm okay with it, but again, this is the purple guava pear. Oh, that's different. That's definitely guava. I like it though. I like it. It's mellow. It's not as sweet. Sorry, I'll show you what I'm using as a holder. I'm in my daughter's room and I'm using her little kitchen set as my holder. I like it. It's mellow. I like it. I like the guava. I like the kind of tropical flavor to it. So yeah, it was pretty good. So yeah, like I said, I was definitely going to need some energy just because I'm going to be up all night worrying about her. They say let him sleep. Don't worry about the whole, concussion and sleeping, and don't let him fall asleep because it's the worst thing. And they said for the most part that's a myth unless it was a huge blow to the head, and this wasn't. Sorry, this was not a huge blow to the head. They did a bunch of evaluations on her and everything was neurotypical and everything, she was fine moving and talking, and all the different tests that they did were fine. So they said just watch her and see how it goes. So I think I'm going to be, she's got a bed in here that has a trundle in it. So, that's where I'm going to be. I'm going to be sleeping in here with her. So just to make sure everything's okay. I'm not going to wake her up every, hour or so, even though I want to. But I will be peeking at her and just making sure. So, all right. Well, the boys are on their way back. We had a birthday party to go to, and I was going to go to work, but then all this happened. And so my in-laws actually came in, picked up my son so that Jerry and I could go with Lauren to the urgent care and then to the hospital for the emergency room. So we just got back, or Lauren and I just got back, and then my husband and my son, he went and picked up Sawyer at my in-laws, and so he was able to go and have a good time and see cousins and celebrate. Sorry. And yeah, so I don't know, has anybody else had this happen? It is just kind of a freaky thing. Like you would think you would notice, but it was she's fallen before but never had gotten a big headache or gotten sick after. They've done soccer and baseball and all these sports before and they've fallen, but I guess, it can happen. Just even the littlest stuff, like even just tripping or even, just getting tangled up. Any type of, it can just happen. So, but yeah, has anybody else, I'm sure this has happened to somebody else. I know kids play baseball and, getting hit with a ball or football, getting tackled. I don't know if you can share with me and just make me feel a little better. Not that I want, anything like that to ever happen to anyone else, but this is the first time it's ever happened to us. Like I said, we've had a collarbone injury, and I know a bunch of people have had that, because just from family and friends and stuff, I've heard that. But yeah, and they just said rest is the best thing. Rest is best. So she gets to stay home for a few days, and then we'll meet up with the pediatrician. So, all right, guys, I just wanted to tell you what we did today because I didn't get a whole lot of footage from anything. I don't even think I took anything at soccer because it was pouring and raining and it was miserable. That was another thing. She was cold and wanted to go, and it was. She scored a goal though. She scored her first goal in her game. It was so exciting. And then my son scored 4. He has not scored at all this season. He has 4 games left. And I think he's had like 4 or 5 games. And then I missed the first two because Lauren and I were in the car warming up after her game. But then I came and my husband said, he's already scored 2. And so then 2 more later. So he did 4. It was awesome. I think they had a total of 6 and he had 4 of them. 4 of them. So that was very cool. But other than that, it was a great day. And then it just kind of turned to poop. So anywho, I'm glad that, you know, it was the best outcome possible for the situation. And yeah, so we're just waiting for the boys to get back. But I will probably just let you guys go here. I've already been on here for 10 minutes. So thank you for listening, and thank you for just coming and sharing our life with us. And if you have any comments below, please go ahead and do it. Like I said, not that I want to, you know, wish this upon anybody, but I'm sure it's happened. I'm sure it has. So, but I will go ahead and say goodnight for now, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good one.